Hi, Leo. Welcome to your monthly love reading. Grab a warm drink, find a comfy spot, and let's see what Spirit has to say. So, today I will be doing a reading regarding your love life. And if you don't have one, don't worry, because I have something for you as well, okay? So, the first portion of this reading will be for those of you involved with someone, and the second portion of the reading will be for those of you who are single. Then we'll finish up with our self care card and our affirmation card, which is for everyone. And then I will put timestamps in the description box below so you can jump around to whichever portion of the reading that you'd like. And this reading is good from the beginning of January right to the beginning of February-ish, give or take a week or so on either side. Honestly, what is time? Time is fluid. Time doesn't exist. It's just a concept. All right, so let's get right into it. For the first portion of our reading is going to be for those of you who are in a relationship. This could be for those of you who are married. You could be in a long-term relationship, could be dating, or you could be in a situationship, whatever it is to you. Just those of you who are involved with someone. So we are going to start by taking a look at where you're at, what's going on with you, where your person is at, what's going on with them, what's going on between you guys, the advice, and the outcome should you follow the advice. Okay? So let's see. For Leo, please. Ooh. Okay. So this is interesting. So we start off the reading here with you. What's going on with you? And you have the health card. So this is funny. It makes a lot of sense because we're in the beginning of January right now. A lot of people are doing the New Year, New Me and starting, healthy eating, more physical activity. So that could kind of be where you're at right now. And then also, you could be serious about it. Like, I know a lot of people, like I said, do that New Year, New Me thing, but I'm kind of getting the energy that you're really serious about this. I think that you've done this similar stuff to this for a long time, like actively trying to take better care of your health. But I think that you're getting really, really serious about it right now. Yeah, with the Empress, you got the Empress, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. This is actually such a cool energy for health. So it's like, it's not about like depriving yourself. It's not about not having what you want. It's not about not doing the things that you don't want to do. It's not about that stuff. It's more about nurturing yourself and your body. And it's like you're being more honest with yourself now about this. And it's more of a balance now and less restrictive. So this is actually a really, really healthy place to be with your health journey. Okay, so absolutely good for you. Good for you, Leo. Because this is not just like, oh, I'm going to jump on this like really like dangerous fad diet and like, I don't know, not eat for like, 3 years or like whatever. That's not, I'm getting that this is like a really like mentally, this physical health change is like mentally very healthy as well. Okay. So good for you. I love that for you. So you then moving on to your partner, they have surrender. Okay. Let's see. All right. Very different vibe. Very different vibe. This person, your partner, what they're doing, what's going on with them in their life right now is they are, I think, looking at control issues. So I think they're kind of coming to a place right now in their life where they're realizing that they don't get to control like 99.9% of the things around them. But then on the flip side, this is cool. they're starting to realize that they have more control over certain things than they thought that they did. Because at the end of the day, like, we can't control what other people do. And for a lot of people, that's what they think like self-control is when they're able to control all the people around them. And it isn't. It's about controlling ourselves and how we act and react to the world and the people around us. And so I think that that's kind of what's going on with your partner right now, is that they're kind of taking a step back here and realizing that real like power and control is self power and control, like self control. So that is a really, really interesting place. It's like you're getting your body right and they're getting their mind right now. So that's a really, really cool, interesting place for you both to be. All right. So what's going on between you two right now? And you have indecision. So this makes a lot of sense because you're both kind of like on two really good positive paths, but they're very, very different right now. And this is interesting. Oh boy. This is really interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So basically what I just said. Okay. So you're both just on really, really, really different, because you got two knights. One is the Knight of Wands, one is the Knight of Cups. And then you have the Seven of Cups, which is the card of indecision, right? So I think both of you are just kind of going along trying to figure this out right now. And I don't want to say that none of this is together, but I think you're both very focused on your own things right now. So and that's not always a bad thing. And I'm not saying that like you guys are growing apart. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is you're just both like have your own things going on right now. Like your own different parts of your journey that you're dealing with right now. Listen, I am just going to throw this out here. This is not for everybody, but for some of you, I feel like you could be kind of deciding whether or not to stay together. But that isn't for everybody, okay? Going to the advice here, the advice is, oh boy. Okay. So this is kind of taking a this is kind of taking a little bit of a turn. If this does not apply to you, please do not try to make it fit, okay? Because if you are in a happy, healthy relationship and you're focused on your health right now and they're focused on kind of getting their mind right and growing as a person, and you're both off just kind of doing your own thing right now, but you are happy and healthy and in love and everything else is great, then the rest of this is not for you. Okay? But if you connect with the energy of being at a point of indecision of whether or not you guys should stay together, the advice is to not stay together. The advice is to like let this die and move on to a different relationship. Okay? Because you have the Death card, the Three of Cups, the Sun, and the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, like new, exciting relationships. The Sun, the happiest card of the deck. Like if you get the Death with the Sun, that is a change that is going to bring you so much happiness. And then you have the Three of Cups, which is like spending time with friends and family and going out and having fun, and you know what I mean? But like I said, if your relationship, if you don't want to end your relationship, this advice is not for you. This is for the people who are at a point of indecision in their lives where they have grown apart so much and they don't have like any ill will. You guys don't have any ill will towards each other. You're just not at the same place anymore. So if that is you, if that is where you and your partner are at, the advice is to end the relationship. Oh, I get it. Okay, I see. Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay. Like I said, if this like ending the relationship doesn't apply to you, if you're happy and healthy, okay. The message here for your advice is they want you to add, because you're kind of on your own separate paths right now, doing your own thing. They want you to try and sprinkle in some shared activities together that you both have in common, that both like make you both happy and excited to spend time with each other. Okay? So that's the advice for you if you have not already been thinking for the last little while whether to stay or go, okay? That makes more sense. I'm really happy the rest of that came through because I was like, oh my goodness. Anyway, okay, so the outcome, should you follow the advice, is freedom. So this is really cool. And now I can see both messages with this. Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Tower. So there's two sides to this, right? Okay. So for those of you where you've been thinking about leaving for a long time, no ill will, and the advice is to leave, then the outcome, should you follow the advice, is freedom. And I don't know what else to say. And this is actually really funny that this keeps coming through for you. I have and I usually don't get into any of this because I'm pretty shy about talking about this stuff, but it's coming through, so I have to say it. I'm getting this this energy for you, if that was your part of the story, where I think you're going to have a lot of fun with some new sexual partners. So if that's you, if you end up doing this, if you end up here in your life, good for you. Enjoy yourself, okay? Yeah, I think that there's just a lot of freedom and like knowing that you made the right choice if you did leave. Okay? Knowing that taking that leap was the best thing for you. If you are the other person in the story, if you are the person who you guys are kind of on your own paths here, but your relationship is happy and healthy and you're totally good. And the advice being to spend a little bit more time together doing mutual activities that you guys love. Okay. Should you follow that advice, the outcome here for you guys is a lot of happiness because you both feel so secure in your relationship, but also so free to be yourselves. And that is such a beautiful energy to be in, because so many people are in relationships and they do not have freedom. They do not have the freedom to explore all the things they want to explore, do all the things that they want to do, and then still be super secure enough to know that at the end of the day, you're both going to come together. And even though you spent the whole day apart doing completely different things, working on completely different parts of your lives, you can still come together at night and have each other and be each other's foundation. So absolutely beautiful, beautiful, amazing energy for you guys. All right, so you can, if you'd like to watch the singles part, that is coming up next here. If not, you can skip right to the end. Again, it's in the description box, where we pull our self-care card and our affirmation card. So if you're skipping ahead, I will see you there. Okay, so now we are going to be moving on to the singles portion of this reading. So I'm just collecting all the cards here, getting everything shuffled for your energy. You and your future person's energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at you, where you're at, what you're doing in your life, your future person, where they're at, what they're doing in their life. And then we're also going to be taking a look at how/when will you two be brought together. Okay, Leo? So we'll kind of get a handle on where you're both at, and then what is how's the universe going to bring you guys together, or what do you kind of need to do to make that happen, kind of thing. Okay, so let's take a look for Leo, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try and kind of figure this out together. So for you, where you're at, what you have going on, you have the fear card. Huh. Okay. Oh boy, I see exactly what this is. All right, Leo. So let's get real for a few minutes, okay? Leos are so fiercely independent. It's you don't often let people know how they made you feel, okay? And so I completely understand that about you, about Leos. So I think that for a very long time, the last however many years, you have been on this part of your journey where you feel like, I'm good all by myself. I'm independent. I'm making it. I don't need nobody. I don't want nobody else. I'm doing me. I'm living my best life, all that stuff. Okay. But where you're at right this moment is you're either going through this right now, or you're honestly about to, where you're starting to understand that this hyper independence really comes from a place of deep, 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 deep down of fear of being alone. Okay. And I know that that is not the easiest pill to swallow. It's a tough one for everybody, not just Leos. Okay. When we realize that, the hyper independence is a trauma response. So I think that that's where you're at right now, is you're realizing that it's okay to want something. It's okay to need something from somebody else. It's okay to be independent and be happy with your life, but also still want a relationship and still be hopeful for a relationship to come. You can have both. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I feel like Leos are just so used to, like, I'm doing this all by myself. I don't need help. I don't want help. I don't need anything from, like, you could come or go and I couldn't care less, but deep down it's you do have a fear of being alone. And I think that if you haven't already accepted that, that's the universe really needs you to accept that, okay? Because you need to be able to move on from this, because the universe needs you to be at a point in your life, if you would like love, okay? And let's be honest, if you're here watching this part of the reading, you probably do, okay? So if you would like love, the universe is telling you that you need to be at a place at your life where you're absolutely content and happy being the fiercely independent queen that you are, okay? But that you're also mature enough to accept and communicate the fact that you are hopeful for a relationship in the future. Because if you keep saying out loud, I don't need anybody, I don't want anybody, I don't want it, I can do it on my own, blah, 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 the universe cannot bring you somebody else. Okay? So until you sit down and admit to yourself and, like, the people closest to you or your therapist or whoever, that, yeah, like I would really like a relationship. Not in like a desperate way, and I don't see that happening for you because that's not who you are. But just in a really like yeah, like a way of like of acceptance. Like I, can do this by myself. I don't need anybody else, and I am happy and fulfilled in my life, but I really would like a partner, and I am hopeful that one will come along soon. The right one will come along soon. Okay? All right, Leo. So I know that that's always not that is definitely, you know, can be a tough pill to swallow. But the good news is that if you haven't already started this, which I think most of you have, it's happening now. It's happening basically now, okay? So, okay, so moving on to your future person. This is really interesting. They have discipline, okay? Yeah, Six of Wands, High Priestess, and the King of Pentacles. So I think that your future person is also going through something equally as large as what you're going through right now, but in a different way, because they're a different person. They have, obviously, we're all at different points in our journey. What they are going through right now is having to come to terms with that they have not put in 110% to their life, that they could be further along in their relationships, they could be further along in their careers, and they could be further along with whatever else, okay, in their life, had they put in more work in the past. I think that this person, not that they are lazy, that's not what I'm getting, just that it wasn't a concern to them. I think they spent a lot of their life kind of like, seeing what'll happen here, seeing what'll happen there, not worried about tomorrow, this and that and this. And now they've kind of gotten to a point in their life where they're like, okay, I need to get serious about this or else I'll never be able to retire, or I need to get serious about this or else I'm never going to find a partner, or I need to get serious about this or else whatever, on and on and on, okay? That's what they're going through right now. So this is really interesting because you're both going through these like major shifts, but they're like absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary for you both to be like the best versions of yourself when you meet each other. So that's really, really cool. All right, so moving on to how/when will you be brought together? And you have adversity. So this is really interesting. I'm going to pull some tarot to see if I can kind of get a better handle on what this is. Okay. Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, Four of Wands, adversity. I think this person is older than you, or you are older than this person, but it's really funny, okay? Because to me, this is how it's coming off. Is that, like, say this was you, it's like you look young, but you're way more mature for your age. This person looks old, but they're like, like kind of like not immature in a bad way, but like silly and like just kind of more childlike than you would think for their age. So I think that there's like something like that going on between you two. So like you could be older, but like a child at heart. And they could be younger, but kind of like more serious, or vice versa. I'm kind of getting it that it's the vice versa, that you're a little bit younger than they are, but more serious about life, and they're like a little bit older and a little bit less serious about life. And that's kind of what's going on with them now, is that they're starting to get more serious about life. You two could meet at a celebration, okay? So you two could meet at a wedding, a baby shower, bridal shower, a birthday, a graduation, something like that. You two could meet at some type of celebration or an event. You guys could also meet at some kind of event. Like, I'm just getting like crossing the finish line. So that's if you're into like, I don't know, watching races or something, or you're into like running or something like that. Anyways, I don't know. That's a pretty specific message. So you guys could meet at some kind of event. I think that is honestly how you guys are going to meet. But here's the thing with adversity that the universe really wants you to keep in mind, okay? This person is not going to look like your typical person. Okay, look at these two cards. They don't necessarily look like a couple, right? So I just want you to keep that in mind, that this person could be like a different age than you're used to dating. This person could be a different race, or, oh my goodness, your card already came out. This person could be a different ethnicity. They're just not your typical type, or not that they're like you're not attracted to them. I think that you will be attracted to them, but there's just not somebody that you have experienced before, okay? So that's really cool. All right, so moving on to the last portion of the reading here, we have our self-care card and our affirmation card. So as you just seen, the self-care card already flew out of the deck. So yeah, your self-care card for this month or so is journaling. So this is going to do so well with this energy of what you're kind of going through right now. If you're somebody who came here from the singles part of this reading, and then if you're somebody who came here from the couples part of this reading, absolutely same message, okay? So the universe wants you to kind of collect your thoughts, collect it all, put it down on paper so that you can kind of see it and organize it a bit, okay? Because Leos are very creative people. You tend to like think all these things and have all these ideas, and like, especially when you're like working on yourself and stuff like that, you have all these great things floating around in your mind, but sometimes you're not so good at organizing it, and so therefore certain things don't get put into motion. So if you sit down this month to some journaling, you can kind of organize all of your thoughts and ideas into one place, and then you're better kind of equipped to say, okay, I'm going to start doing this, I'm going to start doing that, I should pay attention to this, I should pay attention to that. So, and that is the self-care card. So like this really, I know it sounds like homework, but it really is self-care. All right, so last card for us is our affirmation card. Oh, all right. So your affirmation for this month, Leo, is: when I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. I mean, is there like a better affirmation than that? I don't think so. That is really, really beautiful. And like, I honestly don't have much to say about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like, when you are living from a place of, yeah, like spiritual alignment, being aligned with who you are and how you truly feel, and you know what is best, doing what is best for you, you're able to trust that everything will work out for you because you're doing the best that you absolutely can. So that's a really, really beautiful affirmation. I love it. Okay, one more time before we go, because it's just that great. All right. When I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. Absolutely beautiful, Leo. All right, that's what I have for you today. I hope this reading has been insightful. Until next time, remember, you are smart, kind, beautiful, and brave. Bye, my friend.